Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Adrielle, and I am currently narrating a story of my life dating back from January 2016. In the previous episode, I covered the month of April 2022, and in this episode, I am going to start off with the month of May 2022. So, here it goes. So, y'all, it's May 2022. Just like every other month, I'm like, okay, Lord, this month has to be the month, right? So, May 2nd, I met up with Uncle E. Me, my mom, and Uncle E, we met up because he came to Atlanta. So we're talking, talking about the whole job thing. He asked me what type of position I'm looking for, and I said, mainly data scientist positions. And then he says, hmm, my company is actually looking for a data scientist for their grant funded summer internship. Yeah, they're gonna pay $8,000 for the internship. They're looking for one person to join the team. They have everyone else. Immediately, he said that y'all, a light bulb has switched on in me. I felt like that was for me. So immediately, I tell him like I'm interested. He said, oh, "Okay." He was like, I'll talk to the lady that's in charge of the hiring for the summer internship. I think they have someone already. I'm not sure, but I will get in contact with her. Now, here's the thing with Uncle E. Uncle E worked at an institution, and he was a boss at that institution. So he said, I'll give a phone call to the lady in charge of the hiring, whatever, whatever. So in my head, I'm like, listen, this could be it for me, because y'all immediately he said that a light bulb had switched on in me. So we meet him later on. Me and my mom, we come back home to my apartment, get a call from him. And he says, hey, he spoke to the lady that's in charge of the hiring for the summer internship. They actually had someone already, but I told them that they should remove that person and put you, and that's what's going to happen. So you got a summer internship. I'm like, what? I'm like, Uncle E, are you serious? He was like, yeah. I told them to take that person off and put you. So you're gonna get an email from them with the whole paperwork and for you to sign and everything. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you send all your documents on time so that everything's set and everything. I was like, Uncle E, are you serious? Like, to be honest, y'all. Now, like I said, Uncle E is a boss at that institution, but I didn't expect it to happen like that. So I was like, oh my goodness. So I was like, okay, Uncle E, thank you so much. Wow, I'm gonna be a data scientist for the summer. Oh my goodness, y'all. I was so happy. They did ask for me to send my official transcript and my resume and all that. So yeah, the next day, y'all, my mom, she went back home to Jersey. I was asked to send in the required documents. I think the stuff I need to sign. And yeah, call Uncle E again. He was asking me if I sent all the documents as well. I was like, yes, I did, Uncle. Um, May 5th, I was given some other documents too that I need to fill. And I had up until the 9th to send it to them. Got my letter, congratulations, welcome to the team, whatever, and all that stuff. By the 6th, I submitted all the documents. And my summer contract agreement was from May 19th up until June 30th. So yeah, y'all. That was a great start to the month of March, y'all. That was a great start. I was like, okay, I don't know what's gonna happen afterwards, but listen, I'm just gonna be thankful about this opportunity. May 13th, it was officially 3 years, y'all, since I had graduated from Georgia State. And yeah, so that was what happened. May 14th, I get $250 from the state budget surplus, y'all. I'm like, okay, God, make it rain on me. May 19th was when I started work, y'all. I started work. I had a Zoom meeting with the people there in the department for the at the institution. And yeah, I also had a meeting with my coordinator. And the 25th, I met the rest of the team. And is there anything else I need to talk about? The 30th was Memorial Day and all that. So yeah, that was pretty much what happened in the month of May, y'all. What else do I want to talk about? I do want to talk about um the whole job thing, y'all. So here's the thing. When I was graduating Georgia State, I already told myself that hey, whatever job I work at full time, I was gonna give my entire first check to the Lord. Now I, was given a position which was a contract position. I was given a contract position. It wasn't a full time position. So I was debating, okay, should I give my first entire paycheck to the Lord? Because I don't know what's going to happen after this. So I remember going back and forth with it. I said, you know what? I won't give my first entire paycheck to the Lord when it comes to this institution. Okay. But I will pay my tithes. That is for certain. I will pay my tithes, but I would not pay um my entire first paycheck to the Lord. What else again happened in the month of May? Rental assistance. I'm still waiting for an update. Sent in all the documents back in April and March as well. At this time, I still wasn't paying rent, so I owed $14,714.38. So yeah, I owed that much. Still believing that the rental assistance was going to come through and cover that as well. And yeah, so I do want to talk about something that happened to me in the month of May, which was a dream. It was May 31st or the 30th, between the 30th or the 31st, y'all. I had a dream that I was at a graduation. Now, in the dream, I was graduating. I had on my cap and my gown. But here's what was interesting. Everybody else I was graduating with were people I went to high school with. So we were all graduating. Didn't understand that. But here's the thing, this is the second time I'm having a graduation dream while I'm in the wilderness. Back when I was in Jersey and I was in the wilderness, when I had a graduation dream, I think like weeks after that was when I got a job and things were just moving for me. So when I had this graduation dream, I'm thinking, okay, am I out of the wilderness? You know? So that was what happened in the month of May. And also, I want to say that this is the last episode for the Wilderness Part 2. Yes, so this is the last episode for the Wilderness Part 2. Um, June. June. That is the beginning of the Wilderness Part 3. Y'all, the Wilderness Part 3 was something completely different from the Wilderness Part 2 and the Wilderness Part 1. The things I went through in Wilderness Part 3 made me understand why I had the graduation dream. So the graduation dream was God's way of letting me know this entire process, Adriel, that I'm taking you through, I'm training you in the school of the spirit. That was what God was doing. Now, at the time, I didn't know until things started happening. I'm like, oh, okay, now I understand why this is going on. So the wilderness, God was training me in the school of the spirit. So when I had a graduation dream, that was God's way of letting me know, like, hey, you're no longer on this level. You've graduated from this level. Now I'm taking you to a new level, okay, in this school. Now, this school, y'all, oh my goodness, starting from the month of June, y'all, things became super interesting. Things I wasn't doing before. I started doing it in the month of June. And I'm just like, okay, God, where's this coming from? I'm like, oh, this is you. Oh my goodness. So that was what was going on. And to be honest, I'm so excited to talk about the month of June because that's also when the Lord starts giving me insight about Brandon and Caitlin's relationship. I start to know Brandon's secrets. I start to know Caitlin's secrets. I start to know a whole bunch of things that I shouldn't be knowing, y'all. And yeah, so in the month of June, y'all, just get your teacups ready. I'll just say that. Get your teacups ready, get some crackers, because a lot of tea was being spilled in The Wilderness Part 3. So if you like an unlikely story, please like, comment, subscribe, and please also share my videos as well. And until next time, y'all, bye.